Namaskar, Vanakkam, Sat Sri Akal, and welcome everyone. I am Rumpa Banerjee from IPRS, and I'm glad to welcome all of you to yet another exciting and insightful session from IPRS. IPRS, the Indian Performing Rights Society Limited, is a music copyright society authorized by the Government of India. It is a representative body of the authors, composers, and publishers of music, and it collects royalties on behalf of its members for the commercial exploitation and utilization of their music and songs. IPRS also plays a very significant role in helping all music users to legally play music. And in this way, it forms a bridge between the music creators and the music users so that the music users can legally play music. And when they do that, the music creators get rightfully remunerated and credited for the music that they are making. Today, music is all across, starting from a television to a radio, to OTT platforms, to music streaming platforms, even the mobile phone that we use, and all across any place that we visit. Suppose when we are going to a restaurant or a pub, even a spa or a gym or a salon, the airport lounge, the aircraft, the amusement park, and obviously the concerts and events that we attend. At IPRS, we have different verticals to cater to this different usage of music. Today, the session, we will be talking to our public performance team, who will be helping us to understand in layman's word, what is public performance and what are the... Today, we will be talking to our public performance team, and they will help us to understand in simple words, what is public performance of music and what kind of music licenses entails. So today we will be talking about what is public performance, what are the places that comes under public performance of music, who all needs to take a music license for public performance of music, what are the benefits of taking a music license, and what are the tariffs that have been put together for public performance of music across different avenues, and what are the implications of not taking a music license, and to understand in very simple words that if I want to take a music license, how can I procure it from IPRS, and what is the process and the tariffs associated with it. So I'm glad to welcome Mr. Prasad Shetty, Head of Public Performance at IPRS. Welcome, Prasad.
Thank you so much for having us.
Today, we also have with us Mr. Rakshit. He is the head of events at IPRS and also the head of the North region for public performance of music at IPRS. Welcome, Rakshit.
Thank you.
Today, we have our audience who are eager to know about how public performance, the business works, and what are the kind of licenses that are required for public performance of music. So to start the session, one thing is that हम लोग तो like काफी बार सुनते हैं एंड आईपीआरएस के जितने भी प्रमोशन होते हैं, जितने भी हम लोग बात करते हैं लाइक आईपीआरएस से, वी टॉक अबाउट पब्लिक परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ म्यूजिक. सो प्रसाद, आई वांट टू आस्क यू एज द पब्लिक परफॉर्मेंस हेड, हाउ डू यू लाइक डिफाइन पब्लिक परफॉर्मेंस? अगर मुझे बहुत ही सिंपली इसको पुट करना है तो व्हाट डू यू मीन और व्हाट डू वी मीन बाय पब्लिक परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ म्यूजिक?
Public performance of music. What it means is very, very simple. Music which is getting played for commercial purpose in commercial premise comes under public performance. Very simple words, music getting played in a public place.
Okay. So the way I was telling that now whenever we step out of our house, everywhere it is music playing around us. So when I'm going into a restaurant or I'm going into a mall or even in a shop within a like mall, or even when I'm like traveling and going to the airport, I'm hearing music. So you mean that all these places are covered by public performance of music, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So like that means public में अगर music play हो रहा है तो वो हो जाता है public performance of music.
That's
so
correct.
Now, okay. So now to understand it more, like Rakshit, I would like to ask you, suppose I am using music. I am doing, so I am as a kind of a business entity or like a retail outlet owner or a spa owner, I am using music in my like business space or in my like in my premise. But why do I need to take a like music license? What's the thought behind this and why this was introduced?
See, Rumpa, as Mr. Prasad said that any commercial establishment that plays music needs an IPRS license. It's a mandatory license because when you are using music in a commercial place, like you mentioned, restaurant or shop, then you need to obtain the license from the creators. Let me explain you what are the creators. See, जब एक म्यूजिक बनता है, आपने एक गाना सुना, तो एज अ लेमन लैंग्वेज हम यही बोलते हैं गाना, उसमें तीन एक मेहनत इन्वॉल्व है. फर्स्ट द राइटर्स, जिसको हम लिरिसिस्ट भी कहते हैं, लेखक भी कहते हैं. सेकेंड इज द कंपोजर, जिसको हम म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर, संगीतकार. एंड थर्ड अदर पब्लिशर्स, जो ऑथर्स एंड कंपोजर्स की मेहनत को प्रमोट करता है आगे पब्लिश करने के बाद. सो म्यूजिक इज द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द क्रिएटर्स. एंड फॉर you can say we have to respect the copyright, we have to encourage creativity, we need to obtain the license from IPRS for playing music. It's a duty.
Right. So आपने बहुत अच्छे बात बोले कि ये गाना तो हम सुनते हैं, लेकिन ये गाने के पीछे के जो कहानी है, behind the scenes, if I say, a song is only formed when somebody is writing the lyrics, somebody is adding that melody and tune to that lyrics, then a song is getting formed. And Rakshit, I think today all our like music users who are like watching this session or watching this video, they are all running businesses. And I don't think हमें उनको बताना चाहिए कि वो जब उनका सर्विस देते हैं as a beauty parlor owner or a spa owner or a gym owner or an event organizer, they are also conducting events and like providing a service. Or people who are selling their products to their retail outlets, all this is happening in the exchange of money. I don't think anybody will be giving service or a product without paying for it, right? आप तो आपके कस्टमर को पैसे लोगे, फिर ही आप आपका सर्विस दोगे. So वैसे ही I think Rakshit, that whenever somebody is making music, a creator, an author, composer or a publisher, वो भी उनका तो वो ही हुआ ना, सर्विस प्रोडक्ट. आप अगर वैसे भी बोलना चाहो वेरी सिंपल वर्ड में, इट इज देयर प्रॉपर्टी, इट इज देयर इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी एज इट इज डिफाइंड इन द कॉपीराइट लॉ. तो हम कैसे उनके चीज ना पे के यूज कर सकते हैं, राइट? हाउ इज इट पॉसिबल दैट वी आर यूजिंग देयर प्रॉपर्टी विदाउट पेइंग देम? ये तो सिंपल बात है ना.
करेक्ट, आप बिल्कुल ठीक कह रहे हैं रूपा. जैसे सी आफ्टर ऑफिस वी विजिट अ मॉल, आप मॉल में जाते हैं, ठीक है, आप पे करके जा रहे हैं, आप म्यूजिक एंजॉय कर रहे हैं, वहां पे देयर इज अ बैकग्राउंड सॉफ्ट म्यूजिक. देन यू गो फॉर शॉपिंग इन अ रिटेल शॉप, वहां भी म्यूजिक चल रहा है. बेसिकली व्हाट दे आर क्रिएटिंग एन एम्बियंस थ्रू म्यूजिक, बिकॉज वी ऑल नो दैट म्यूजिक से इट कैन चेंज द मूड, इट कैन चेंज द एनवायरनमेंट.
Absolutely.
So the music is the product of the creators. Creators means the writer, composer, and the publishers. When we are using their product as a because music is for personal use. आप अपने घर पे सुनिए, अपनी गाड़ी में सुनिए, that is free of cost. But if you're using that music and you're earning money indirectly or directly, so you need to pay to the owners, to the creators of the music. Like you are going in a restaurant, आप रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खा रहे हैं, यू कैन इमेजिन विदाउट म्यूजिक आप रेस्टोरेंट में क्या खाने, सबकी शोर का ही आवाज आएगा, बातों करने का आवाज आता है. इन अ डिस्को म्यूजिक नहीं होगा तो नथिंग इज देयर. इन इवेंट्स ऑल्सो, एयरपोर्ट जाते हैं, एयरपोर्ट म्यूजिक चल रहा है, एयरलाइंस में म्यूजिक चल रहा है. तो व्हेन वी आर यूजिंग देयर प्रोडक्ट वी नीड टू पे देम. एंड the IPRS is a society that are collecting royalties on behalf of the creators and we are equally distributing to them.
वेरी नाइसली सेड रक्षित, आपने इसको बहुत अच्छे से बताए हैं. सही बात है कि म्यूजिक हैज सो मच लाइक सो मेनी बेनिफिट्स फॉर अ बिजनेस ओनर, फॉर पर्सनल लाइक योर वेलबीइंग ऑल्सो. जब मूड खराब होते हैं म्यूजिक सुनते हैं, तो अगर वो हमें बेनिफिट दे रहा है एंड वी आर एंजॉइंग द म्यूजिक, ये तो हक बनता है कि हम लाइक जो लोग म्यूजिक बना रहे हैं उनको हम पे करें. एंड IPRS इज डूइंग दैट playing that role कि जो music user है और जो music creator है उनको connect कर रहे हैं, so that there is a healthy ecosystem for music. Okay, तो रक्षित हमें तो अभी एक idea हो गया है public performance of music, what is public performance of music, और क्यों हमें license लेना चाहिए for public performance of music. So अगर आप थोड़ा ये भी समझने में थोड़ा आप help करें कि who all are required, किस like कौन से जगह, and who all are required to take a like public performance license from IPRS, and what are the different public performance license that IPRS is granting?
See, Rumpa, there are different kind of public performance licenses issued by IPRS, considering the scale and the gambit of the business. See, first is we issue background licenses that gets annually renewed. मतलब साल में आपको एक बार लेना है, then you can renew on every anniversary. For example, restaurant, we are having the उनका soft music, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा soft music बच रहा है, तो there is a fees, tariff structure is there. उसमें वो एक हो गया background, वैसे ही shop, retail shops का background में होता है, वैसे ही beauty parlors, saloons. Second category is events. Event का क्या होता है कि आज event हुआ, it's over. So that's a day license. The event license, a day license. कभी कभी क्या होता है पूरे दिन का event होता है या कभी 3 घंटे का event होता है. That तो उसकी एक prescribed license fees we have to, the consumer has to pay, the user has to pay. Then we issue the license. Then third is the marriage. Marriage में IPRS FOC data means free of cost license. We don't charge for marriage or any of the marriage related functions like cocktail party, bachelor's party, sagan and all, reception, marriage reception, we don't charge, including marriage anniversary. So there are 3: background license is for annual, event is for day, and the marriage FOC.
So great. So Rakshit, I would also like to, like, for the benefit of our the audience and who are watching this video, what are the different, if you can just like give a brief outline or a basic outline of all the places that come under the public performance of music, just for a better understanding.
See, every commercial establishment, like I earlier also told, restaurants, saloons, clubs, pubs, shopping malls, retail outlets, cafes, coffee shops, airports, railways, everywhere. These are all free to public. Means public can go and enjoy over there. And for that, there is a public performance of music. The user has to obtain the IPRS license.
So how many categories of outlets or how many categories of licenses are there in IPRS, which comes under the gambit of public performance?
You are asking about the tariffs?
No, the categories.
Category I told. First is the background license that has to be renewed annually. Second is the event, and third is the marriage FOCs.
Okay. And because on the IPRS website, I think all of these are like very well mentioned and explained.
Yes.
Okay.
All the application form, all the process is all mentioned in the website.
Okay. Thank you. But Rakshit, the way, see, IPRS has been trying to reach out to everyone who is using music in our country, because we have a very big team which is going all around in every city, every corner, and we are trying to build the awareness why a music license is important for the music industry and the creators. But unfortunately, it's a very unfortunate fact that a big percentage of music users are still not taking a music license. Some due to ignorance, some due to lack of awareness, and some believe that, like, एक mindset है हमारे country में that music is free. Or jugaad, there's a jugaad mentality also कि क्यों pay करे? If I can save few bucks, few like rupees, why do I pay for music? Music is so free, मेरा birthright है. And it is very unfortunate, but I think there are some serious implications of not taking a music license, because it entails infringement of copyright. So if you can just help us understand what are the implications of not taking a music license.
Yes, correct. You are very much correct, Rumpa. There are many of the implications. See, initially IPRS educate the music users and explain the legal requirement of the mandatory license. And if anyone fails to obtain the license from IPRS, they can have legal implications, because as per Section 63 of the Copyright Act 1957, it's a non-bailable civil and criminal offense, and it shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 6 months, and it may be extended up to 3 years. And also, there's a fine of not less than 50,000, which can be extended up to 3 lakhs, as per Section 63.
So as I see, there are very severe implications of not taking a music license. And I think people who are still taking it very casually, very lightly, should understand the repercussions of not taking a music license and not getting into unnecessary litigations. And it doesn't help, because see, it's important that we do our business in a fair manner. And when there are such strong laws in place, there is no point just going against the law.
Correct.
In a country where we are trying to be compliant in every aspect, it's like we are now today, India is growing very rapidly. So music industry also needs to have compliance, and we are happy that the laws are so well put, and we need to build more awareness around it. Okay, so now that we have understood like what are the different areas of public performance and the implications of not taking a music license and who needs to take a music license, I would now go back to Prasad to understand if I have decided to take a music license, how is the tariff decided for the IPRS license, and what are the tariffs like? Is it kind of a flat tariff for every user, or there are specific tariffs basis the usage?
It's a fabulous question, Rupa. Tariff is decided based on usage of music. Having said that, we have 15 categories in public performance, which also includes live streaming of online events, which we introduced during pandemic, which basically says how conscious we are to serve our clients stroke customers. We have more than 75 subcategories of tariff. To name few, it's broadly background music, which is 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, malls, restaurants, bars, pubs, gyms, spa, saloon, and more. Events, the large live events, DJ events, recorded events, and more. So it's basically, the tariff is simplified as per the usage of music.
So, okay, so now I have understood that how the tariff has been made and how you arrive at a tariff for a particular business requirement. So suppose now I want to take an IPRS license as a music user. So Rakshit, if you can help me understand that, because you are the events head also, and you have been into the public performance side of the music licensing business for very long now. How can I take a license? Is it a very complicated process?
No. See, we are present all across the nation, east, west, north, south. You need to just walk into our office. And secondly, for your convenience, we have made everything online now. Means you can go to our website portal. You can also note down it's www.iprs.org. From there, you can get the background license, as well as the event license, and as well as the FOC, also the marriage FOC that I told you earlier. And we can apply the license to that portal and we can get the same. It's a very simple process. And yes, for your information, because we are on a public domain, IPRS never and don't accept cash. We are having a no cash policy. We are accepting payments only through bank transfers, credit cards, debit cards, IMPS, through cross checks, demand drafts, but no cash policy. No cash policy is there. And their process, let me explain you the process also. We are having particular forms, like for background, there's a separate form. For event, there's a separate form. FOC, there's a separate form. First, I will explain about the background process. There's a prescribed format in which the user has to just fill the name of the premises with the address, with the GST number, with the PAN card details, and just select. There's a tariff selection over there. If it's a retail shop, then we have to select the tariff of the retail shops. Amount will be calculated automatically. Need to pay the license fee through the debit or the credit card, and the license would be emailed to you on the email given in the application form. Secondly, the same is with the event. The difference, the event में बस इतना होता है, we need to just drop down the venue name, because उसमें venue का ध्यान रखना पड़ता है, because एक होटल का जो particular नाम है वो पूरे इंडिया में कई जगह है, but we need to add the hotel detail, the venue details also, and the applicant details also, organizer details also. Third process is for the FOC. FOC process is that user has to just, because FOCs are majorly given on marriage or marriage related functions. So we need to just upload the marriage invitation card or the pre-post marriage invitation card. Second, the application form, then you will get the license fee, of course, after the approval. This is a very simple process.
So as you explained, Rakshit, I think it's a very simple and user-friendly do-it-yourself format. Because yes, as Rakshit rightly said, that IPRS is present across India in every corner, say starting from Mumbai to Delhi to Kolkata, Bangalore to even a Jaipur and other Gujarat sub cities mein, there is a representative of IPRS licensing team. But see, you have an option to walk into the office, but why waste your time? Because for your convenience, and IPRS is encouraging every music user to take a license. Hence, we have made it completely online. So you can, from the comfort of your own business houses or wherever you are, you just need to log into our website, www.iprs.org, go into the portal, select the music licensing section, go into the pages, and there are all instructions, sub-instruction wahan par clearly mentioned hai. And ek ke baad aap you go on putting the details and you just complete your application form. On the website, we also have the contact numbers of the respective regional heads and the regions. So in case you're stuck anywhere, agar aap karte aapko koi help zarurat ho, you are free to call our teams basis the region you belong to, and the team will be very happy to help you to complete your licensing application and help you with the license. So it's a very simple process now. So we encourage and we request you to now please go ahead and start licensing your events and your usage of music. So now coming to a very important, one of our very important verticals in the public performance business. While we have spoken about all the areas where public performance of music is happening, but this is one particular area which is also has its own kind of subcategories. So I would like to spend a bit more time on this particular area of public performance, which is your live events. Because India is a country jahan par kuch bhi, any festival, any occasion, any kind of a celebration, kahin par bhi kuch ho raha hai to music hota hai. Gali mohalle se leke the biggest of music festivals to fairs, festivities, sab jagah pe music baj raha hai. And these live events or concerts are part of the public performance vertical, and there are also different kind of licenses and different kind of formats of public performance usage for this live event, which is your concerts and live performance of music. So Rakshit, if you can help us understand this vertical a bit more in details, so that everyone is clear कि अगर मेरा छोटा सा एक, like lot of people say मेरा तो छोटा सा ही मोहल्ले में एक event हो रहा है, so do I need to take a license? Some people say अरे मेरा तो birthday celebration हो रहा है, तो वहाँ पर do I need to take a license? ये तो मेरा घर का ही birthday celebration में एक event मेरे 5-star में कर रहा हूँ, तो do I need to take a license? So if you can just help to clear this doubt around this live events and public performance. Yeah.
See, like Mr. Prasad and myself are talking about the IPRS license. And let me tell you, we have design the tariffs which suits to the business requirements. Similarly, in the event category also, there are multiple types of events that are happening. Like you said, birthday parties, or the promotional events, sponsored event, ticketed event, telecasted events. Some celebrity is coming and performing. So first, let us understand the different type of events that are happening and for the organizers. See, license fees is depending upon the usage of the music. For example, if you're having an event in a small hotel, in a say below 5-star hotel, there's a different tariff, different amount of license fees that the user has to pay. If it's in a 5-star banquet, then there's a different license fees that the user has to pay. If the event is an outdoor event, then the amount would be slightly higher. If it's a sponsored event, then the amount would be double. If it's a ticketed event, then we calculate the royalty depending upon the ticket rates and the capacity. And if it's a telecasted event, then the royalty license fees that has to be paid a different amount. So we have just categorized there are the parameters in the events tariff category. There are some parameters also that is depending upon the usage of the music, and on those basis the royalty licensing fees is calculated.
Okay, so now we are clear that so abhi jo hai is, so like we did not fear, because we need to be very clear, and the IPRS licensing team is here to help us. They will, so if you can explain the kind of event that you are doing, then the team will kind of help you to understand the license category that you fit into, and they can kind of decide and tell you the license fees required, though we have a set tariff for all of these. But if you can share the parameters, or you can see it yourself on our website, and then you can decide that if you are an event of a certain like category, then this is the kind of tariff that you need to pay. There is no flat tariff for any music usage. So so very well explained, Rakshit. So I think all the doubt that we usually have around the live events category and who needs to take a license, and whether everyone needs to pay a similar kind of a license, or whether at all we need to play like take a license, it's like much clear now. Because a lot of people also come and say that मैं तो खुद का ही कोई show का promotion कर रहा हूँ, ये तो मेरा ही event है. So then do I need to take a license? So यहाँ पर एक interesting बात है कि suppose as a producer, because this happens very much now. I know when we were also in some of the cities, we heard this. A lot of producers go out and they promote their shows. But as a producer, you are a publisher or a producer, you're owning the right of that content. But we should not forget that there are two more parties, the author and the composer. So, and as a publisher or as a producer, if you are also doing the promotion of your music and you're using the music for promotion, वो जो लाइसेंस फी का पैसा घूम के आपके पास ही आएगा, बिकॉज इट इज योर शो, तो आप उसके लाइसेंस में घूम के आपके पास भी आएगा, बट ऑथर कंपोजर को भी तो मिलना चाहिए सर. इसलिए this is how we have made different categories for different usage of music in the live events category. So Prasad, as the public performance head at IPRS, I would now request you to tell the audience or whoever is watching this video the benefits of a music license. What are the benefits, key benefits as a user when I take a music license I get? If you can just explain it or say it in your words.
Sure. It's a very, very important question which you have asked. First is you get access to play best of the copyright music, Indian and international. Second, you play music legitimately. Third, by taking an IPRS license, you're building goodwill for your business and your brand. And fourth, and the most important point, is you're respecting copyright and you're encouraging creativity. That sums it up.
Thank you, Prasad. You said it so well. Yes, the fourth point that you said is so relevant, that all music users, if they are not aware, I think after this session, they will themselves realize that by taking a music license, they are playing such a big role in promoting the music of our country. And that's a very significant role. So as I have been telling, I think I have mentioned this 2-3 times during the session, that it's an ecosystem. There cannot be only one leg working and the other leg not working. Then the entire ecosystem will collapse. So today, if there is no money flowing back or going back to the creators, then what will be the motivation for the creators to make music? And we fear, or it should not happen, because we are such a musically rich country. We have a rich cultural heritage. It should not happen that in future, this wonderful music that our country, the talent of our country is going on gifting us, stops. And for that, all music users who are today attending the session or who is watching the video, you should realize that by taking a music license, you are actually contributing back to the culture of our country, to the musical heritage of our country. And that's a big role that you are playing, not just as a kind of entity or a part of the music industry, but as an Indian citizen. Thank you so much, Rakshit. Thank you so much, Prasad, for coming and joining and helping us to make this session possible. I think all our viewers will go back with some great insights and great knowledge about the music licensing in the public performance domain. And we have all the required information provided on our website, www.iprs.org. And we also have the contact numbers of the respective zones mentioned on our website. Any query, any help you require, we will be more than happy to help you and answer your queries. You can always reach out to us. Prasad, do we have a dedicated, I think we have a dedicated email ID also? Where,
dedicated email ID. We do have a dedicated email ID. We do have all the respective team members' name and number spread across the nation, all geographies, all location, east, west, north, south, as my colleague Rakshit said. Okay, we are present anywhere and everywhere. We are a large force of more than 125 team members spread across the nation to serve the nation.
Great. And would you like to mention the email ID where anybody, if they want to send you a request, licensing request, they can write to you?
It's very clearly mentioned on the website. Everything, end-to-end information is mentioned on the website.
Okay. And any closing note or any parting words from you to our audience?
Prasad? No, thank you so much, Rumba. It was a pleasure and it was a great session.
Rakshit, any closing note from your end to our audience?
Just for the viewer, I will just say that we need to respect copyright and encourage creativity. And thank you so much, Rumba, for the wonderful session.
Thank you. Thank you once again. And a big thanks to our audience for being with us and patiently hearing us. We want to help you and we are grateful that you have joined us today, and we'll be more than happy to help you in your music licensing requirements. Thank you once again.